Hey guys, it's Postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new video, and in today's video it is time, and it is that time of the week where we go over the storyline in Fortnite Battle Royale. If you are new, don't forget to smash that subscribe, and if you haven't already, don't forget to consider joining as a member on the channel. Every single weekend we play member games. If you want to get involved with it and join me in game and talk to me in a private Discord, consider joining a member. We've actually got some games hosting on Sunday, so if you're excited for that, come and join in. And all the members that are currently members, get ready for that. We're playing some member games this weekend, as always, every single weekend. All right, let's jump into this and show you guys exactly what we have going on in the world of Fortnite and the storyline currently. Well, there's a huge big speculation going on around Stark himself and the entire map generally. We all know that the map itself has took a huge turning point. Stark managed to spawn in this giant kind of land which is came in from the Avenger film, which you can see right here, and it's just insane what we have here. We have places from the Endgame movie, we have the little shack where he was in the Endgame movie, and we do have some plans in there, and we also have his main Stark Industries layer, which we're going to go over and explore everything with the storyline regarding these. There's actually a lot of little secrets which a lot of people haven't picked up on at all, so I can't wait to break them down for you guys as we get into it. Also, the main barn over here, we've already discovered that Stark's #1 plan has been completed. You can see it on the screen right here. This has already happened, and this is what his original plan was, to spawn this thing into the map. Or was it? I don't know. It's kind of interesting because if you look at it, his X there marks the middle section of the map. He also points towards the battle pass. So this looks like it was the first stage of his plan, which was to spawn in a bunch of POIs to summon his other Avenger friends into the world. That's what I think he's done right here, and it's worked pretty well because you can see we've got his main industry, which we'll go into in a second. We've also got all of this over here. We all know that Galactus is currently on the map right now though. Well, especially his robots are. Here is a little bit of a footage or screenshot of his robots, which you can see here. So it is quite obvious that Galactus is currently on our Fortnite Battle Royale map. We all know that he has summoned his robots in, and these are getting closer and closer to us as we play games, and obviously hard to eliminate. So Galactus is getting closer and closer, especially every single day. You can even see in my replay right now, his kind of like star in the sky is coming, and it's coming closer, so be ready for it, guys. Let me know in the comments, what do you think Galactus is going to do? Do you think he's going to eat the planet? Do you not? Let me know your theories. It really will mean a lot to me if you guys could let me know all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so what we have over here at the lake, let me show you guys some more Easter eggs and stuff which is currently going on in this section. So we've got the main barn over here, which you can see. This barn itself was the one used in the movie film, and it's an exact replica of it. And in the basement, it does also have Stark's kind of like plan from his previous area, which is kind of interesting because if we actually leave this basement from the one that was in the film, it's an exact replica, or almost an exact replica of the one in the film. If we leave that, then we can go over to Stark's Industries over here and show you guys something which I have been studying for a while and trying to figure out what is going on with it. So let's head into Stark Industries and show you guys exactly what we have. So if we go into Stark Industries and take a right this way and head into Tony Stark's office, which is through this wall right here. Okay, we had a little bit of a render issue, but I've managed to get it to render in right now, and here it is, Stark's second plan. Now this is where the community is at right now. What is this second plan that Stark is putting together? When I generally look at this, you can see that we have the battle pass, so that's pretty obvious, but it looks like he's applying some upgrades to it. We've got some rocket fuel at the bottom left. We've also got some sort of thing being put on the top, which is going to replace the blue glow. This is kind of interesting to think what sort of energy is Stark going to use to power this. We can see that he's definitely planning something with the balloon itself. Maybe the balloon is going to be some sort of power to even make it go higher, which is going to be kind of interesting. And generally the whole thing looks like it's going to be pretty powered up and pretty ready to go. This thing is absolutely crazy, and Stark is planning something big with it. It's very hard to tell from these pictures, but it looks like this possibly could be an upgrade, maybe to even battle against Galactus. I don't know exactly if that would be the case, but you can see we do have some kind of like holes on it as well. Looks like maybe these are going to plug in, but I can't really read the language that's on here, unfortunately. But if anyone wants to leave their theories in the comment section down below on this, please do. I'd love to read what you guys think on that side. Now, with that being said, on the Stark plan right there, we have some more information as well coming in from the ship carrier over here, which we'll get to in a second. But as we fly over to there, don't forget to go and use code Postboxpat in the item shop. There's a bunch of new emotes that have been added in today, so if you're going to be copying any of these, don't forget to go and support me further with code Postboxpat in the shop. Thank you everyone considering to support me. Honestly guys, it means so much to me, and you guys really do help out through these difficult times. And just generally showing support on the channel really does help the channel keep growing. So thank you everyone considering to do that. There are a bunch of shout outs on screen as I was talking about that, which you can see popping up and they've just finished. So let's head over to the spawn island, because this is what I want to talk about. It should I even call it a spawn island? Because it's not. It is the classic Marvel helicarrier, which we have here, which we're going to head into, or shield helicarrier. You can see the shield logo on here, and this thing is going to be moving. Yeah, that is right, guys. We're going to expect this to move over the map, most likely above the authority over there, because the authority is a kind of empty POI. There's no vault there, there's nothing, and this would be the perfect location for it. Probably about, I guess, 100 to, no, a bit more than 100, I guess 1,000 meters above it, which will give these kind of shoots enough distance to kind of shoot, or about this distance, I reckon. A little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further. I reckon this is the sort of distance it will hover above the authority, kind of like where we are now on the ground. That's the sort of height it will be, and you'll be able to shoot in these vents and head up to this. That's what I think is going to happen with it anyway, when it does move over. Now, the confusing thing about that is what will happen to our spawn position. Either they'll bring back the old spawn island, or they'll have just 2 of these helicarriers, which wouldn't really make too much sense. But if we actually head in here, we can see that the vault in here is still closed. This will most likely be held by an upcoming skin in the game. We know that there are a bunch of hero powers in the game that aren't actually in the Battle Royale yet. For example, Wolverine's hero power. We do have a few others as well from Black Panther, and a few extras that I can't name at the top of my head. Storms and the She-Hulk. These are all going to be heroes at some point, or villains, or kind of henchmen that you can eliminate to grab their stuff. But the most interesting thing about the shield carrier over here is if we head in to this layer here. I've already pointed this out, but still not many people are pointing this out. We have Nick Fury's eye patch. How many times have I pointed this out? I don't know, but I thought I'd put it in again, because this is going to tell us kind of, is this area going to be run by Nick Fury? I don't know 100%, but I have a little feeling that he may be the henchman over at this carrier when it moves into the map. So when this does move into the map, the ideal location for it, in my opinion, will be above the authority. As we know, the authority has nothing in it, really. Maybe a few bits of loot there and then. There are no henchmen in there. It's kind of a ruined POI. A little bit like the shark, really. I missed the shark, ripped the shark. I guess people still land there for some loot, but it's still not a perfect rotation, because there's no heroes or villains or agencies or agents or whatever you want to call them. The henchmen, so many people call them different thing in different games. I hear so many different terms for them, but I just like to call them the henchmen, or the bosses as well, but other people use different terms for them. But anyway, the heroes that you can eliminate, there's none actually over at this section just yet. Now, considering that Stark's layer is up to the left of the authority, then that makes it kind of a little bit suspicious, in my opinion. Like, would this actually be the location for that heli ship to move in and post its spot just above this location? I don't know if it would post its like kind of area, because that's too close to them hero powers there. So I have a feeling that it'll probably cut more over this side of the map, maybe over this side, I guess, just above Salty, in between this area here. This would kind of be like the perfect spot for it, because we don't have any bosses, heroes here that we can grab kind of mythic weapons from, so that would work really nicely. So what would Galactus actually be doing when he comes to the map? It's a great question, and something which a lot of people are wondering. And my opinion is Galactus is going to try and eat the world. It's quite obvious that actually that is what Galactus does. He eats planets to keep himself fueled, and that's what his kind of men, or his Silver Surfer, should I say, or his heralds go around and find other planets for him to eat. And it looks like they're coming to the Battle Royale universe to do that, or should I say Galactus is. And then we do have this section, which does have the power of the device, which we talked about a while ago. Now, it's been a while since we've mentioned the device, but the Doomsday device still has that sort of power which he could use to consume this world. Or is Stark going to tap into the Doomsday device and that power that was given to him, or given to the world of Fortnite inside the agency crafted by Midas? Will that actually be tapped into by Stark to create kind of an area in this section to be part of the Fortnite storyline and even combat against Galactus? I do generally think that we'll see the helicarrier involved in the event. I also do think we'll see the authority involved in the event. I also do think we will see a bunch of other stuff regarding Stark and all the Avengers involved in the event. This will actually cause maybe potentially the helicarrier to even crash down. I've seen that theory from Top 5 Gaming. That was their idea on that. I generally do think that is a likely possibility, because I can imagine that the helicarrier could actually crash into the authority, damage it, and be kind of like a POI in this middle section. This section really doesn't have much use at all at the minute. Risky's taken some damages, there's no loot or anything. I guess there's quite a lot of stuff around here. When you just look at it from the sky where I am right now, you can see we've got Salty, Pleasant. You know, it's quite a big area, to be honest. There are areas on the map, like where I'm over right now, that are completely dull. Like this section, there's nothing really, and there's a few others you could point. I think many of you could go around. Yeah, I could go around all day pointing out areas on the map that need more loot spots. So if the helicarrier area was to crash down, I guess it would probably be this section here. It's quite open for it, either over the Authority or over the start new POI, because then when the next season comes out, this is probably going to get cleared up. Now, I don't know if this entire big circle thing will get cleared up. What would be really nice is to see if Galactus was to start picking up this and using it as kind of like part of his kind of like plan to destroy the world. I think that'd be really cool. It's so big, I can't imagine this just suddenly being cleaned out of the map, and it's just mad to think that that's just fallen out of the sky. Like, how has that just fallen onto the map? I have no idea. But that's going to be it for today's storyline video. It's been a great discussion one, and I can't wait to continue this series as we go through into the update that should be out this week. Don't forget to comment down below your theories, and if you've made it right to the very end of the video, comment down below Iron Man, and that'll let me know if you made it right to the end. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and once again, this is Postboxpat, signing out.